What's going on, y'all? So I had to do this video. So I was at the mall earlier in the Nike store, and I was in one of the shoe aisles, and I ain't gonna lie, I seen this gal and she was smooth, but the dude was closer to her than I was. I was like, all right, he about to. So he hollered at her. He said, "Excuse me," and she kind of just was like, "Oh gosh," and walked right off, like he was bothering her, like he was annoying, and you could tell it kind of bothered him a little bit. And I said, "Bro, don't worry about that. You gotta ask yourself, with an attitude like that, you were polite. She's probably losing in life, and you gotta understand, she couldn't even just take 2 seconds to just hear what you had to say." These type of women, a lot of times, fellas, they're so miserable. You ever see these women? Oh God, I just want to be left alone. Dudes always trying to holler at me, but you're still on social media. You're still going to clubs and lounges. You're still going to places where these type of people are going to approach you. And if you're a woman that's irritated about being approached wherever you go, why aren't you a housewife? Why don't you get you a man? Why aren't you married? And like that, and live that type of life. What it is, fellas, a lot of women, they're not getting the man that they want. So when initially, I told you guys in another video, women, this generation of women, they have a certain type of guy that's stuck in their head that if they can't get that type of guy, they don't want him. And this is why a lot of these women struggle, and that's why they suck when it comes to dating. If you go back to women in the early 2000s, 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, these women were more likely to give men a chance because they didn't know when they were going to see a guy again. They didn't know when they were going to see a quality guy again. You can be a quality guy, and she will look at you and say, "Oh, well, it's something about him." That's what these women are doing today because they have the luxury of social media. Now, when it comes to how she treated this young man, I want you guys to think about this. So it's a restaurant that I go to, and I've seen this tranny guy there a few times, well, plenty of times over the last summer. And I remember sitting there, and he knew a girl that I knew, and he spoke when I sat down. He's like, "Hey, you doing all right?" And I looked at him and I said, "Yeah, I'm doing good. How about you? You doing okay?" Just like that. Now, I could have easily been like, "Man, what is this dude looking at? Like, bro, stop talking to me." That's how she, think about this. I was courteous. I was polite. Why couldn't she do the same to the young man? Why don't a lot of these women have that same attitude? It's because, guys, a lot of these women are losing. And it is what it is. You can't. This is why I tell a lot of you guys, a lot of these women, they're lost. This is why you see women kissing dogs in the face, letting dogs lick them in the face. But then you turn around and say a guy is ugly. Wait a minute. So he's uglier than a dog? The dog is worthy to lick you in the mouth, but the man can't kiss you? See the logic? And this is why I tell you guys, a lot of times, you gotta just kind of understand that a lot of these women don't know themselves. They're following, they're followers, and it is what it is. A lot of them, they're losing, man. So they want to take it out on somebody to kind of boost their ego. He's beneath me. And that kind of boosts her self-worth. After somebody probably done dogged her out, she's using you as an ego boost. That peasant. Oh, God, he's beneath me. And what's funny is, I think I saw this girl walking around in the mall because I went and got me a massage. for an hour. So I saw this girl in the mall before. And then I got my hour massage a little bit after I went in the Nike store. And she was still in the mall walking around with no bags in her hand. So, guys, you got to sometimes think. A lot of these women, they just, even if she was waiting to go to the movies, waiting for somebody, if you had something else better to do, if she had money to shop, she would have had it. But she didn't. This is how you got to look at it. And sometimes you can't let people like that. I'm not even going to say women. Some people are just miserable. Y'all have a good one.